crags of Franconia in southern Germany are a good place to climb. Alexander Megos and his friends train here regularly. The 19-year-old has been rock climbing since he was 5. He's one of the best young climbers in Europe and was even European youth champion. He scours the world for exciting new climbs, and he says rock climbing is not dangerous.
The anchors in the rock face are very firm. You can put your weight on them without any problem. They can take loads of several tons. At first sight, climbing might look risky because of the height, but if you look more closely, you'll see it's not dangerous at all.
Rock climbing has become a popular pastime and is no longer the preserve of experts. The number of climbers in Germany has doubled over the past decade.
It's a great exercise and a challenge. You can push your boundaries and you really get to know yourself. It's wonderful.
There are many different techniques and kinds of grips. You don't just take the same route until it gets boring. It's always demanding and always new and different.
Membership has been rising fast in the German Alpine Club, the world's biggest climbers club. Last month, it reached 1 million members.
Rock climbing has been gaining ground for 20 years now. First slowly and faster in recent years. Many more people know about it nowadays.
Sports and exercise are indeed moving up, at least in Germany. The financial crisis of the past few years has hardly dented sales here. In fact, sporting goods manufacturers make healthy profits. Big city folks spend lots on equipment and don't even have to travel far to use it. That's because climbing walls are springing up across the country, often in old factory buildings. And of course, indoor sport isn't affected by the weather. There are already 400 climbing centers in Germany, most of them quite new.
I think people are looking for more extreme experiences in their everyday life. Climbing certainly fits the bill. It's an all-or-nothing sport. Either you get to the top or you don't.
Bouldering is a kind of rock climbing that does without rope or harnesses. The maximum height is usually less than 10 meters, and it's cheaper. Bouldering doesn't require much equipment. Perhaps just a pair of shoes.
As opposed to route climbing, bouldering often involves overhangs, deep ones, with just a few scattered holds. You start here with your hands and feet, and higher up, you just have the holds.
Climbing used to be an entirely outdoor sport. The views were all part of the experience. You would only train indoors when the weather was bad. But that's all changed.
What used to be training facilities have turned into real sports centers for indoor climbing. And now bouldering is really taking off. Climbing has become a sporting activity in its own right. I call these people fitness climbers.
Whether on a real rock face or on an artificial face indoors, climbing remains a sport for individualists where you can test your limits.